Okay, note down one more problem. Compare the Hoffman coding and Shannon-Fano coding algorithms for the data compression. For a discrete memoryless source X with 6 symbols x1 to x6, find a compact code for every symbol if the probability distribution is as follows. So P of x1 is 0.3, P of x2 is 0.25 and P of x3 is 0.2. P of x4 is 0.12, P of x5 is 0.08 and P of x3 is 0.05. Calculate entropy of the source, average length of the code, efficiency and redundancy of the code. All parameters corresponding to both Huffman and Shannon-Fano coding we should calculate now. So entropy, as you know well, using that entropy equation we can calculate. So H equal to summation of k from 1 to m, where m is equal to 6, since we have our source x that is going to transmit 6 symbols. So k is equal to 1 to 6 pk log 1 by pk. Okay. The symbol probabilities was given 0.3, 0.25, 0.2, 0.12, 0.08, 0.05. Using these probabilities we are going to calculate entropy of the source. So the entropy we obtained it as 2.3568 bits. Okay. Next, to calculate efficiency we require average code word length. So to obtain average code word length, first we need to generate code words by using both Huffman and Shannon-Fano coding. So first we are constructing code words by using Shannon-Fano coding. Okay. Both in Shannon-Fano coding and Huffman coding, first we need to arrange all symbols in decreasing probability order. So probabilities according to their decreasing probability of order, the symbols are arranged from x1 to x6. And now if you see in Shannon-Fano coding, we should partition this symbols approximately with half of the probabilities. So x1, x2 combinedly we have a probability of occurrence 0.55 and x3 to x6 will have a probability of 0.45. So x1, x2 belongs to one group and x3 to x6 belongs to another group. So the first group is denoted with binary 0 and next group is denoted with binary 1. Then we will go to next stage, because now in each group we have multiple symbols. Still each group contain a single symbol. We should process for further steps or stages. So in the first group again we have two symbols x1 and x2. We partition again into two groups, and first group is assigned with 0 and second group is assigned with 1. Okay. Next, coming to this group x6 x3 to x6 group. Now if we observe here, if I combine these three symbols, what is the probability? 0.25. Okay, 0.12, 0.08 and 0.05. So the combined probability will be 0.25 and x3 is having a probability 0.2. Okay. So now 0.2 belongs to one group and these three symbols belongs to another group. So 0.2 group is assigned with 0 and x4 to x6 symbols are assigned with binary 1 in stage 2. Remember, it is in stage 2. Now x3 now terminated, and now we will go for partitioning this group x4 to x6 symbol group, and now x4 is having a probability 0.12 and x5 x6 will be having a probability 0.13. So we can make something like this. Okay. Now x4 is assigned with 0 and x5 x6 together are assigned with 1s, and now x4 also terminated. Then in stage 4 x5 x6 is arranged are arranged in two subgroups. So x4 is again assigned with 0 and x6 x5 is assigned with 0 and x6 is assigned with 1. Okay. So now at the end of stage 4, each group is having a single element. Okay. Then we can terminate all grouping of all symbols, and finally we can write code word. So the code word corresponding to x1 is 0 0 0 0 and 0 0, and code word corresponding to x2 is 0 1, and code word corresponding to x3 is 1 0, and code word corresponding to x4 is 1 1 0, and code word corresponding to x5 is 1 1 1 0, and finally code word corresponding to x6 is 4 ones. Okay. So now code word length of x1 is 2, x2 is 2, x3 is 2, x4 is 3, x5 is 4, and x6 is 4. So now by using this code word length, we can calculate average code word length, and using average code word length and entropy, you can calculate efficiency. So to obtain average code word length, here again n bar is nothing but r bar. Using that average code word length formula, we can able to compute average code word length as 2.38 bits. Okay. This is average code word length. And finally efficiency is nothing but h by n r bar or n bar. So entropy is 2.3568 and average code word length is 2.38. So the efficiency we got it as 0.99. But always you remember efficiency should be always less than 1. Okay. Efficiency can't be more than 100%. If you got efficiency more than 100% means you might have done mistake somewhere. And redundancy is nothing but 1 minus efficiency. So 1 minus 0.99 is 0.01. Now the same symbols we calculate by using Huffman coding. So again in Huffman coding also x1 to x6 symbols are arranged in decreasing probability of order. Decreasing probability of order. Then in Huffman coding, what we do, we tie two least probable symbols, like here the two least probable symbols are x5 and x6, that is 0.08 and 0.05. We combine these two symbols, and among these two the least one is assigned with 1 and highest one is assigned with binary 0. Okay. Now the combined probability is 0.13, but 0.13 is more than x4 probability. So now we write 0.13 above 0.12. Okay. Now again we will combine both of them, and the combined probability we write it as 0.25. And among these two symbols, least one is 0.12, so that is assigned with 1, and highest one is 0.13, that is assigned with 0. Now the combined probability is 0.25, that is greater than 0.2. So we write this probability above the, in each stage in Huffman coding all symbols should be in decreasing probability order. So we should write, if the combined probability is more than the previous symbol probability, then we should keep this combined probability above the previous symbol. Okay. Now we combine 0.25 and 0.2, so the sum probability will be 0.45. So that is higher than all symbols, so that will be in the first element of stage 4. Then 0.25 is assigned with 0 and 0.2 is assigned with 1. And now out of these three symbols in stage 4, these two are least probable symbols. Now 0.3 and 0.25 we combine. So that combined probability is 0.55, and 0.3 is assigned with 0 and 0.25 is assigned with 1. Okay, and the final stays 5. Again, if you combine both of them, finally you will get 1.0 probability, and least one 0.45 is assigned with 1 and 0.55 is assigned with 0. Now we need to assign code word for each symbol. So for example, if I want to assign, first I will read from left to right. So the chain is going in this way. Okay. So what I will do, I will read after finding path of x1 symbol, then I will read all bits from right to left, 0 0. So that is nothing but code word of x1. So 0 0 is code word of x1. Now I will read x2 symbol, I will find path for x2. So 0.25, then it came here and here also like this. Okay. So now if I read from right to left, then the code word is 0 1. So 0 1 is the code word corresponding to x2. Now x3, if I trace, I will find a path something like this. How this x3 is going? Very long path. So like this. So if I read from right to left, 1 1, that's all, 1 1. x3 is assigned with a code word 1 1. And next x4 path. X4 path is something like this. Like this. So 1 1, where is that green one? So no 1 0 1 0 1. So 1 0 1 is the code word for x4, 1 0 1. And x5 is starting from here, going like this, finally reaching here. So 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0, 1 3 zeros. Okay. And finally x6 will be same, 1 0 0 1 will be x6. So 1 0 0 and finally 1. So 1 0 0 1 is the code word corresponding to x6 symbol. So 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. So we can see 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. So these are the code words corresponding to symbols x1 to x6. Now rest is everything same. Number of digits, that is code word length 2 2 2 3 4 4, and using that code word lengths and probabilities we can calculate average code word length in bits, and then efficiency is nothing but h of x by r bar or n bar. So same efficiency we are getting. For this problem we are getting same efficiency for both Shannon-Fano coding and Huffman coding, but it may not be true always. Most of the cases, as I said, Huffman coding is more efficient than Shannon-Fano coding. And we will see one more example using Huffman coding. Let us see. Please note down this problem. A source is transmitting messages S equal to x1 to S6 with probabilities 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 12, 1 by 12. Okay. The source S is generating 6 symbols S1 to S6 and their probabilities will be as given here 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. Find the binary Huffman's code, determine its efficiency and redundancy. Efficiency and redundancy. So first we write all symbols S1 to S6 and their decreasing probabilities. Now again the least two symbols we are combining 1 by 12, 1 by 12. If I combine, it will be 1 by 6, and 1 by 6 is greater than 1 by 8. So we bring it to here 1 by 6, and in the stage next stage we will combine 1 by 8, 1 by 8, and first S3 is assigned with 0 and S4 1 by 8 is assigned with binary 1, and the combined probability is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 6. So we are writing here. Here you can alter both, since both are 1 by 4s, either this O2 O2 we can write above S1 S2, or S2 can be written over O2. Now 1 by 4 1 by 6 we combine, then we can get some O3. Let me take. So the combined probability is S 5 by 12, that is higher than even 1 by 3. So we write it above 1 by 3, and finally this 1 by 3 1 by 4 will combine, and every time we should assign 0 to highest probable among 2 and 1 to least probable among those two symbols, and finally O4 we got, that is 7 by 12, and O3 is 5 by 12. If you combine both of them, it will be 12 by 12 1. Further if you combine, we will get probability 1.0. Okay. Now reading. So 1 by 3, if I read, it was something like this: 0 0 0 0 is the code corresponding to S1. Okay. So till this point, stage 2, we are not using S1. After stage 3 and 4 only we are decomposing S1 symbol. So it is 0 0. And again coming to S2, S2 is starting from here. So S2 is from here, S2 like this. So 1 0. So 1 0 is the code word corresponding to S2. Next S3 symbol. S3 symbol is starting here. S3 1 by 4 1 by 4 finally here. So 0 1 0. So 0 1 0 is code word for S3. And S4 S4 is 1 by 8. So this 1 by 8 is S4. This chain is starting from here, 1 by 4. Like this. So 0 1 1, 0 1 1 is the code word corresponding to S4. Just you need to find trace first from left to right, then read those binary numbers from right to left. That is how we determine code word for each symbol. And for S5, S5 is starting from here, from going here 1 by 6, 5 by 12, 1. So 1 1 0. So 1 1 0 is the code word corresponding to S5 symbol. At last we have S6, that is 1, gone here, 1 by 6 came here. So 1 1 1. So 1 1 1 is the code word corresponding to S6. So now we got all code words, and the code word lengths are given here, 2 2 3 3 3 3. Okay. So using this lengths, average code word length we can determine, and then entropy can be determined using this equation. Then efficiency is nothing but h of x by L. Here average code word length is represented with different parameters. It can be like r bar or n also, somewhere n bar also given. Anything you can take for computing average code word length. And finally efficiency is nothing but h of s by this average code word length. So 2.3758 divided by 2.4167, you will get as 0.9831. So in percentage we write it as 98.31 percentage. Write some percentage. So redundancy is 1 minus efficiency, so it is 1.69 percentage. Okay. So that's all for source coding. And basically in source coding we cover Huffman and Shannon-Fano coding. So generating code words and computing efficiency and redundancy is required in these problems. And for computing efficiency and redundancy, you also require entropy and average code word length. So these 4 things you should be careful for finding solutions in source coding techniques. Thank you.